Welcome to the Thursday edition of A Word of Encouragement. These days in which we live call for a constant turning from the secular, very low-level mentality of most of the world, and even of Bible Christianity. We as God's people, if we really want to be encouraged in our hearts, we need to reverence our God. We need to be constantly looking to the Lord in prayer and in the Word and meditating upon who He is, His greatness, His power, His holiness, His love, His mercy. But a deep fear of God in the sense of reverence will keep us above all of the triteness and all of the issues of our day. In Daniel chapter 10, you have the Lord meeting with Daniel as he was praying. He was seeking the Lord, and we read in verse 5 of chapter 10, "Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl, and his face is the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of the multitude. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision. For the men that were with me saw not the vision, but a great quaking fell upon them, so they fled to hide themselves. Therefore I was left alone, and saw this great vision, and there remained no strength in me, for my comeliness was turned in me unto corruption, and I retained no strength." That's a little longer a passage than I normally read, but I want us to catch what happened to Daniel when he saw the Lord. He was just fully aware of his own weakness and the fact of humanity has nothing when it comes to standing before God. Even the men who did not see the vision that were around him came into great fear because the spiritual presence of God was there. And my friends, if we're going to be freed of self and our fears and our worries, we've got to get a vision of God through the Word of God, then the Spirit of God taking the Word and making it very real to us about the greatness and the power and the majesty of our God. And I promise you, if you'll allow God on a daily basis as you worship Him to bring that to focus, everything else will get into the right proportion. And we will understand that God will take care of us. We have nothing to fear, and we'll understand that God is on our side and that we can fully rest in Him.